How did this Haines versus Lusk match come about? How did you end up getting started?
Several years ago, I came up with this idea to kick off wrestling season was a Legends of Adams County charity match. And I was able to pull some former high school wrestlers from Adams County in, and we made it take place. As we began the school year, there was a big push with the faculty to get Mini-Thon kick-started, the Four Diamonds program here at the school, and help them raise money. And I thought, well, maybe I can combine the two together. And I kind of ran it by Mr. Lusk a little bit, and then it just kind of dawned on me that, hey, why don't we get students involved and have you and I wrestle each other?
As Mr. Haines threw it out to the class, like, hey, how about this? You buy 600 t-shirts, we're gonna wrestle. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, that's brilliant, and that's an awful idea, but I'm gonna roll with it.
And he didn't think too much of it. We really didn't say a lot about it. And then John Hallbrand decided he was going to tweet it out and let the world know that we were going to wrestle each other.
I wanted to tweet it and get it all over the internet and all over our school. And just minutes within my tweet, people were already asking me like, hey, where can I get a shirt?
Friday night, I'm seeing tweets from Hallbrand and others that, hey, rumor has it, Lusk and Haines, they could be wrestling. And there was no pulling that back in.
So what did you do to help generate attention and make money for this to get it started?
Well, with the aspect of Mr. Lusk and I competing with each other, we really want the Gettysburg students to be involved. So we created t-shirts. We came up with the number 600 to get students to purchase or sell 600 t-shirts, which counted as their admission into the event. And we had a lot of doubters. There were a lot of people, students and faculty members involved in the school who doubted the possibility of us selling 600 shirts, of which Mr. Lusk and I knew from the get-go that 600 shirts would sell.
I'm sure everyone's heard of it by now. Haines versus Lusk. This is probably the biggest thing this school has ever seen, maybe ever.
Our time on the Warrior W.I.RE. was just fun, and that's what school should be. You know, we should come here and do great things and have fun while we do it.
All right, so we're here at the beginning of the World Press Tour for the Haines versus Lusk charity match.
I think the big thing was the promotional side of things. We had to sell it. Mr. Lusk and I get along very well because of the wrestling background that we share. We did the promotional things in school. We did the world tour. We did some training videos, things of that nature to promote what was going on. And you know that Mr. Haines is going to win the show here. And more importantly, how many of you would like to see Mr. Lusk put the cast on his arm for approximately 12 weeks after the event?
What is wrong with that man?
I don't know if you know this, Mr. Haines wasn't raised by human people, he was raised by wolves. I'm not sure if you're aware of this.
Interesting.
Though that may give him an advantage in this fight, I am not counting out Mr. Lusk.
In my mind from the beginning, I'm the underdog. I can hold my own. I'm not really afraid of anybody, although I'm smart enough to realize when I'm in a competition with someone who's a beast, like Coach Haines. We all know it. Yeah, he's a beast. Is that intimidating? Honestly, yes. Am I afraid of that guy? No.
There is that possibility with the sport of wrestling that someone is going to get broken in half. and I didn't want it to be Mr. Lusk, because I would have felt bad, but I didn't want his family to suffer the consequences of that.
It's emotionally, physically, mentally a challenge.
There was a size difference. There's a couple years age difference, but ultimately we knew that we were going to wrestle that night and put on an entertaining, exciting show for the fans.
Lusk! Haines! Grudge match!
So the night of that event, were you intimidated at all by the crowd or even Lusk himself?
No, I wouldn't say that the crowd or Mr. Lusk intimidated me on that evening.
Even though I think he got the best of me that night. If you were there, you saw that. Why? Because he was a beast. That's why he's our wrestling coach.
But it was exciting, There was a lot of former great wrestlers that came out and a huge amount of fans. Most people will tell you they have not seen the stands of Gettysburg High School Gymnasium that full. So it was exciting. It was exciting to see all the students there, all the shirts that we had sold were there. Family and friends coming out to support the event and to just support the sport of wrestling.
I mean, my kids were in the stands. They've never seen me wrestle before. It's funny. My wife had never seen me wrestle before, and we've been married for more than half of my life, but I haven't wrestled for more than half of my life.
It would have been nice to pin them, but that didn't occur. Mr. Lusk is a competitor, and he's not going to roll over and quit. He came at me the entire time, and it made it exciting. You never knew what was going to happen next.
So when you go out there, you're just excited, and everything else is kind of blocked out. I heard my kids a couple of times "Come on, Dad!"
You didn't want it to be a boring 1-0 match. You wanted as many points as possible being scored, and to keep the fans excited about watching what was happening.
I hate to lose at anything, so I'm not going to say "Oh yeah, that was great, I did well." I want to win. I didn't expect to beat that guy because it's Coach Haines, and I wasn't really prepared to go out and do that.
And that's the big thing. That unifying of everyone here, that Warrior way that we're truly pushing this year.
We raised $8,200, so that's another reason why I'm absolutely, I'll do it. This is a terrible idea. I'm going to do it. Why? It's fun.
The big picture is being very thankful for the school and the community that we're in. Without a lot of people being involved and taking part in this, it would never happen.
When I think about my job here, I think anything is possible. I didn't imagine that.